It's 7:30 in the evening of Tuesday with Chewy
and Jesse here at U Talks, where we go for gold.
At magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, sa aming mga tagapanood sa aming mga Facebook page at mga tagapakinig namin sa radyo. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to the season 2 of our U Talks program. And of course, nagbabalik ang paborito niyong tambalan sa pakikinig ng mga storya ng may kasamang pagsubok, ng may kasiyahan at pag-asa. And of course, Chewy and Jesse are here
we're
once
back again for another Youth Talks, but this time it is season 2.
Diba? Nakita niyo yung pag-shift ko bigla ng intro namin. Kasi it's the official first episode of our season 2. Kung saan nagkaroon kami ng short synthesis and introduction of our season 2 last week. Diba? From last week, nakita niyo naman, we had to introduce to you ano nga ba ang magiging content ng season 2 namin. And of course, the season 2 will be introducing what?
We'll be introducing our interfaith dialogues. We'll be introducing our faith denominations.
Yes, no. Our faith denominations will be the focus of our season 2. Kung saan, remember nung first season kasi we really focused on mga naging guest namin is more on the Catholics. But this time we're going to have different guests from different faith denominations. Kung saan marirealize natin na iba-iba man ang relihiyon, pero pare-parehas ang storya na pinagdadaanan ng ating mga guests.
And this will be a special episode of our season 2.
Yes.
Dahil,
bakit nga ba?
We have a special guest also.
Yes.
This will be his first time. We'll be hosting a first-time guest dito. So, wag mo nang patagalin pa.
Yes, I think di ko na patatagalin. No? For our dear audiences out there, this is our first Muslim brother na makakasama namin for our Youth Talks. And we're very excited to listen to his story kung saan makikinig tayo sa kanyang golden journey about financial problems. No? Muli tayo nagbabalik na alam naman natin kung gaano kahirap ang isang financial problems, of how you will cope up with life, of how you will conquer life in between. But now we're going to listen to a story from a different lens, probably, of faith denominations. But we have to mind you, remember, this will not be a doctrinal conversation. No? We invited so many guests from different faith denominations, but the purpose is to listen and hear their stories. Hindi kami makikipagdebate dito.
Hindi kami makikipagdebate, but we will learn from them.
Yes, no, and I'm so excited to learn from our brothers and sisters from the different faith denominations. And our guest for tonight is kilala na to ng aming mga scholars behind the scenes, and we're very happy that he's here with us to share his golden journey about how to really cope up with the financial problems, no? So, our guest for tonight is Mohamed Guiamar, or we would love to call him Jaime. Jaime, good evening.
Hello po, Kuya Chewy, Kuya Jess.
Grabe ang pormahan niya. Nag-jacket kami kasi malamig kasi.
Malamig, di ko pala alam, malamig.
Sana nag-jacket na.
Nag-jacket ako, hindi ako na-inform.
Jaime, welcome to the first season. To the first episode of our season 2. And we're happy to have a brother from the Muslim community with us.
Actually, happy rin po ako na na-invite ako.
Yes!
Gusto ko rin po talagang gawin itong episode na ito.
Baka may kilala ka pag gustong gawin.
Why not?
Thank you so much, Jaime, and we're very happy that you were willing to share your story, no, about the financial problems sa pinagdaanan mo, or actually pinagdaanan, and we will know more of it. No, so for our first question with you, growing up, kailan mo unang naramdaman na parang may kulang nga in terms of financial resources?
Actually, nung kinder ako, masaya talagang buhay namin, Kuya Chewy, kasi nagse-celebrate pa ako, nag-blowout pa ako sa room, sa classroom. Nung kinder ako, ako yung, alam mo yung sa kinder, yung kapag ikaw yung gitna sa mga celebrations, pag birthday mo, ikaw yung star that day.
Wow.
Oo, yung mga, alam mo, pag birthday mo, magpa-blowout ka sa lahat ng mga klase mo.
Sa klase
Ikaw
mo.
yung always nasa gitna. So, naranasan ko yun. Then, after noon, sabi ng nanay ko sa akin, susunod, wag ka na magpaano ha. Kasi ako nag-request.
Okay.
Tapos yun, sabi ng nanay ko, sabi niya, susunod, wag ka na magpaano, kaya hindi na natin kaya. Sabi ko,
You
okay.
think that's kinder?
Kinder po. Pero naiintindihan ko na po siya that time.
Sige, sa murang edad na yun, kasi syempre as a child, kasi di ba, yung gusto mong mag-give, yung gusto mo magpa-blow out talaga.
Opo.
Pero when you heard na sinabi ng mother mo na, pwede wag muna, what did that made you feel?
Actually, hindi ko po alam kung ano yung naramdaman ko. Pero siguro na mature enough po ako to understand what she's saying. Kasi...
Sana all kinder.
Sana all kinder. Pero totoo po, kasi doon ko naintindihan na, okay, I should stop this. Doon ko po nasabi na talagang... Ewan ko po ba, basta marami po akong memories before na matandaan ko na I made mature decisions.
Wow.
Opo.
Okay. And then growing up, no, how did you recognize talaga? Kasi di ba kinder ka nag-start. Now you were growing up eh. Gaano lumalalim yung understanding mo na meron nga kayong struggle when it comes to financial resources?
Nung grade 1 ako, okay naman po siya kasi nabibilhan naman po ako ng mga bags, yung mga since private school nga po ako.
Wow.
So yung
Anong bag mo? Stroller?
Oo.
Di ba?
Yung maraming bulsa. Oo, yun. Yung maraming bulsa. Yung palakihan yun doon.
Oo, palakihan.
Palakihan yun doon. Tapos, grabe pa ako mag-brag. Sabi ko, ito marami itong bulsa. Ito meron sa likod. May raincoat ito.
Di ba? Ganyan eh.
Yun. Tapos, pagka grade 2 ko, and grade 3, medyo nag-struggle na kami financially kasi yung kuya ko nagka-college na ata that time. Tapos yung ate ko naman, lahat kasi kami nasa private school. Yung bunso, ako, yung ate ko, yung kuya ko.
Basically, apat kayong
Apo,
magkakapatid.
apat kayong
Okay. And then,
magkakapatid.
pangatlo ka?
Pangatlo po.
Okay,
Opo.
sige.
Tapos yun, habang palaki ako ng palaki, yung experiences ko nung grade 4, nung naghiwalay ang parents ko, doon na nag-start lahat. Since nga nagkaroon ng conflict na ganun, parang yung expenses din nag-divide. Ganun. So,
pero at that time, lahat kayo nag-aaral pa? Nung naghiwalay yung parents mo?
Nag-aaral pa po kami lahat.
Okay.
Actually, continuously pa rin po yung
Okay.
pag-aaral namin. Pero, nung pagka-grade 4 ko po, na-decide na yung parents namin, kami po ng kapatid ko na mag-move po sa public school.
Pero the division, so, naghiwalay na si mother and si father.
Opo.
Hinati kayo magkakapatid?
Basically, nung paghiwalay po nila, doon po kami tumira sa mother ko for a meantime.
Lahat kayong apat?
Opo.
Okay.
Pero, bumalik po kami sa father kasi ayaw po namin silang iwan.
And then, from there on, how did you experience the financial struggle na?
Nung time na po na yun, doon ko po din talaga naranasan na yung iba po kasi yung presyo ng baon sa public school compared po sa Kaya yung 20 pesos na appreciate ko na po. May mabili kayong bihon, yung 20 pesos po na yun, napapagkasya ko po siya. So, very amazing po. Pero nung po talaga kasi, nung elementary po pala ako, tama pala, before pa po ako lumipat sa public school, pag nagre-recess sila, ako po hindi po ako nagre-recess. Opo. Yun po yung isa sa mga alam ko, okay, nag-struggle na talaga kami. Tinry ko i-explain sa father ko, pero yun nga po, wala kaming kuan. Pero natitreat naman po ako ng nanay ko kapag alam niya na, dati po kasi may tutor pa ako. Ganun po talaga ang life namin.
Matalino.
Parang ganun po. Maganda po talaga ang namin doon, ang quality of life namin before. Pero yun nga po, dahan-dahan po talaga pabawas ng pabawas yung palaki ng palaki yung expenses kasi nga po lumalaki na yung mga kuya ko, ate ko. So yun, hindi na rin po kami nakakapag-tutor. Tapos minsan narinig ko yung bulungan ng nanay ko na minsan yung tutor ko po, minsan sinasabi niya nga po na huwag mo na bayaran kasi gano'n. Kaya nga po, sabi ko, doon ko na naiintindihan lahat kasi ang nanay ko po kasi very open din siya makipag-usap sa akin na ganito po yung na nangyari sa amin, yung hindi, meron po kaming may pinagdadaanan po
Yeah.
kami, kaya yun po. Nag-abroad po siya actually, pagkalipat po namin ng
okay.
ng public school,
Yeah.
nag-abroad po siya. Tapos, yun din po, actually hindi naging magandang experience niya doon kasi inabuso po siya sexually ng amo niya doon, pero nakabalik naman po siya ng maayos.
I can only imagine, no? I remember from the story no first season natin with Josh.
Yeah.
Si Josh kasi is talagang from rags.
Yeah.
Yung may term kasi 'di ba from rags to riches. Yung talaga nag-start siya from zero talaga, from being poor. But now we're listening to a story of Jaime na nakaka-experience pa siya ng sarap ng buhay.
Yeah.
And then out of the sudden suddenly bigla nag-shift bigla eh. Imagine nakakapagpa-party ka pa. Yung mga bag mo na stroller
Ako actually. Mga game boy.
Oh, di ba?
Wow. How did it feel? How did it feel na, especially during, yung bata ka pa, childhood, na meron ng ganong limitations?
Yeah.
Especially with financial. Especially bata, maraming gustong gawin. Maraming gustong pag-enjoy. How did it feel na during that time?
Actually, makita naman po kasi ng parents ko na observe po nila na naiinggit talaga ako. So, halimbawa, meron po silang bagong laruan or like PSP before, yung mga gano'n. Uso pa nun. Hindi nila mabili yun sa akin. Kaya minsan, nabibili nila ako ng mga alternatives. Like yung mga mumurahin lang na brick game, mga gano'n.
Yung PSP, di ba? Ang alternative mo yung pindot.
Yung gano'n.
Yung may tubig. Yung may tubig na ginawin.
So yun sa mga nalaro ko actually. Kaya yun, masaya rin po ako kasi alam nila na nahihirapan ako. Kasi parang meron na pong social life ang mga bata talaga eh. Kaya yun po, as much as possible nagagawa naman po nila ng paraan paano ako mapasaya kahit na hindi po nila kaya ibigay fully yung mga gusto kong kailangan.
That's the thing eh. Kasi yung nasanay ka na sa not really magarbo but a comfortable life. And then all of a sudden bigla siya mawawala. That's a big transition kasi when you're so very used to this kind of thing and then biglang magta-transition into something na hindi mo na-expect. And as a kid, of course, you're going to internalize it. You're going to process it. Ito yung mga sinasabi natin na really, when it comes to when you're experiencing good finances, and then when you come to the point of financial limitations, it can really create feelings of frustration, uncertainty, and the feeling of being left behind. Kasi nga, sabi ni Jaime kanina, di ba? Para na siyang naiinggit na siya na, ito yung mga kasama ko before. Ito yung mga kasama ko may mga bagong ganito. Ako naiinggit ako. So, yung financial limitation na yun, magke-create siya talaga ng uncertainty na yung feeling left behind talaga, yung pag naiinggit ka.
Yes, and I think especially when growing up, hindi siya madali na you will feel that feeling. Especially as a child.
Yeah. Sige, Jaime, going back through that experiences, no, when you begin to realize na eto na talaga ang pinagdadaanan ko, how did it affect your self-esteem? Paano siya naka-apekto the way you looked at yourself? Especially you came from, galing ka sa comfortable life eh.
Yes.
And then mag-shift eh. So, how did that affect your self-esteem growing up hanggang sa stage mo ngayon sa buhay?
Actually po, nung pag-high school ko, dun po talaga yung struggle na experience ko po talaga. Kasi dun po kasi nagkakaroon talaga ng super garang social life. Kung paano kapakipag...
Siyempre, high school ka na, magiging palagala ka na.
At palagala, and at the same time, yun yung kahit yung mga kaklase ko mga sports car.
Wow!
Totoo po.
Wow!
May mga sports car.
Sana all.
High school pa lang, may sports car na. Mga ganun.
2 words. Sana all.
Tama talaga. Pero totoo po yun. Tapos yung iba yung mga baon nila galing pa sa luto ng chef. Yung mga ganun pong quality of life. So parang sabi ko parang tama ba ang pinasukan ko? Nag-high school pa ako sa private. So ganun. Kasi ako po, ang baon ko 100 pesos per day. Tapos 30 pesos po doon pangkain ko and then yung 70 fare. Kaya yun po, parang naging struggle talaga yun sa akin. Sabi ko, okay, parang dito na talaga nagsa-start na kailangan kong mag-make something or parang kailangan kong i-improve yung life ko, hindi lang financially, pero gusto kong i-improve yung sarili ko at least kahit hindi ko maangat ang sarili ko social life.
Yes.
At least maangat ko yung sarili ko. Ayokong ibaba yung sarili ko sa ganitong posisyon.
Yes. So, yun nga, alam mo yun, parang kahit ako naiinggit ako sa
Yeah.
kinig ko.
Sana may sports car ba yun?
Sana lahat may sports car, may mga private chef na. Pero yun nga you will have that self-esteem kasi na parang yung, I'm sure at some point, di ba, kasi galing ka nga sa comfortable life And then, makakakita ka ng ganun. So, it will really hit one's self-esteem na, I used to be in that position and now I'm here. Pero yun nga the thing is, the adjustment and yung pag-adapt sa situation na meron ka. And then you have to really understand your situation na what can I do now? Anong magagawa ko ngayon? Especially yung financial restraints talaga
I think he used it, yung experience na yun, not as something nakainggitan, but something to inspire. Especially yung sinabi ni Jaime na, yun, I have to do something about it. I have to do something sa buhay ko. Hindi on the same level as them, but maangat ko rin yung sarili ko.
Yeah, and this often really, the challenges will often influence one's self-confidence. Yung mga goals and decision-making mo in life. When you're hit with so much challenges, dito talaga papasok yung a test of resiliency. Sabi mo nga, di ba, hindi pwedeng ganito lang. I have to do something about it. I have to do something that can help me and my family as well. Kasi di ba, pag nakita lang, pag puro inggit lang, wala talaga mangyayari. And there's no problem sa pag naiinggit ka.
Opo.
For our audiences out there, walang problema kung nakakaramdam kayo ng inggit. Why? Kasi inggit shows that you are vulnerable and it shows your emotion that you want something more in life.
Yes.
And every one of us deserves the best in life. The question with that inggit kasi is how will you view or paano mo gagamitin yung inggit na yon. There are only two ways lang naman Either manghihila ka pababa or gagamitin mo yun as motivation to push yourself to have to have the life that you deserve. Yun lang naman yun It's envy You have that envy, but sabi nga ni Jaime, okay lang na maingit ako. I'm still at that point na what can I do? Ano pang magagawa ko? Now, speaking of what I can do, in your struggles na pinagdaanan mo with your financial restraints, ano yung mga skills or talents na natuklasan mo sa sarili mo dahil sa challenge na to?
Before po kasi ako mag-college, marami na po akong in-apply na scholarships. Hindi po ako natanggap.
Okay.
So, nag-proceed po ako accountancy kahit medyo hindi po talaga yung finances namin. So, go with the flow lang. Tapos, yun, nung nakaulit ako ng subject, doon ko na napag-isipan na what if hindi talaga to para sa akin or di kaya should I continue pa or ano. Kaya doon naging struggle po talaga sa akin na kausapin yung parents ko na maglipat ako. Lalo na yung kuya ko kasi yung kuya ko po talaga yung isa sa mga very supportive po sa akin sa pag-aaral ko po, ganun. Tapos yun po, kaya po ngayon working scholar po ako ng NTU.
That's good to hear.
Tapos isa rin po sa mga skills pa na develop ko. Actually marami po talaga.
Sige, ano mga example ng skills na yan?
For example, first time ko po i-try yung spoken poetry.
Wow.
Contest po siya sa City Hall.
Makata pala tayo dito.
Contest ko po siya sa City Hall. Tinry ko lang siya kasi sabi ko, premyo. Yung premyo po kasi talaga yung hinahanap ko doon. Pero at the same time, gusto ko rin, while doing it, na nakaka-earn ako ng skill and talent.
Yes.
Kaya yun, hindi ko alam na nagiging talent ko siya or nagiging passion ko rin siya kasi nagugustuhan ko yung ginagawa ko. For example, nung sumali ako sa City Hall, ang mga kalaban ko, mga professional teachers.
Wow, tapos,
Tapos, may mga
Anis.
students din na Makata talaga from other schools. Then, nagulat ako kasi akong champion.
wow!
Opo. Sabi ko, meron pala talaga akong maibubuga. Sabi ko ganun. Tapos, isa rin po sa mga ginagawa ko yung arts po. Nag-arts
Ano
po
naman talent? Pengi!
Pwede bang ipasa?
May pasa.
Ang motto ko po talaga in life, magkakatalent ka talaga pag mahirap ka. Totoo po talaga, magkakatalent ka.
I love that. Pwede pakitake natin yun. Magkakatalent ka talaga kapag mahirap ka. Diyos ko, that was one of the best quotes I have ever heard sa lahat na episode. Yeah? Lumabas talaga yung talent mo, eh, no?
Kasi, yun po, marami na po akong sinalihan ng mga digital art contest. Isa po ako sa top 5. Actually, ang nice po doon kasi, yung art ko po, na-feature po siya sa page ng Bangsamoro government page.
Grabe.
Na-feature po siya, isa po siya sa mga na-post as top winners. Sa articles na rin po siya ng iba't ibang platforms.
That's very good to hear.
And at the same time po, meron din po akong sinalihan pa ng isa sa Bangsamoro Women's Commission. Isa rin po ako sa nag-champion doon. Out
Ano
of
naman ang champion
50,
natin?
out of 50 ata na participants doon. Ang isa pa ako po yung nag-champion doon. Kaya ganun sabi ko, hindi ko alam kung para sa pera pa ba yung ginagawa ko or parang gusto ko na talaga siyang ginagawa. Kasi yun po. Tapos yung mga ibang contest naman po like ano pa ba yung mga poster making na actual naman.
Yes.
Yun, sumasali din po ako doon. Then yung intramurals po, sumali din ako. Hindi naman sa pera, pero para sa grado. Kasi merong parang dagdag points.
Yes,
ganun.
yes.
So, sumali talaga ako. Pero, alam mo yung naging katuwaan ko lang sana na sabi ko, okay, para dito sa ibang purpose. Naging, parang yung purpose ko sana na, okay, para sa grado. Pero, yung result niya is pang, pang contest na proper. So, parang sabi ko, sa sobrang dami kong talent, ano kaya yung talagang skill na may pagmamalaki ko sa iba na wala sa... Alam mo yun, kasi ako po, marami nagsasabi na talented daw ako, ganyan. Sabi ko, talented nga ako, pero hindi ko na-discover kung ano talagang gusto ko. Yun po yung naging struggle ko. Sabi ko, ang dami kong skill na pwedeng i-master. Marami rin ako talent na pwedeng i-pursue. Kasi naging athlete din po ako before.
Grabe yung guest natin.
Multi-talented?
Multi-talented. Grabe. Ano yun? Jack of all trades, mastering more than one. hindi master of none eh. Mastering more than one eh. You know, Jaime, I love your stories, but of course, we have to continue your story, you know. We'll just have a short break muna, no? We'll just have a short break in between. Pero before we have the break, we will continue the story of Jaime after the short break. Tandaan niyo yung sinabi niya, pag mahirap ka, lalabas talaga ang talento mo. And we're going to dig deep into more that makita pa natin ang hopes and joys ni Jaime after this short infomercial. So we'll be right back.
7:54 in the evening of Tuesday here at You Talks, where we go for gold. And we're back. Kanina narinig natin ang story ni Jaime na kung saan yung kanyang financial struggles.
Yes.
Diba? Kanina sinabi niya, nalalabas yung talents mo kapag mahirap ka. And yeah, difficult circumstance often reveals strengths na kung saan lalabas talaga yung mga tinatago mo. Kasi kailangan mong gawin.
Yeah.
May kailangan kang ipakita sa ibang tao. It's not just a part of it, yung ability mo to grow, but it's also a way for you to have that kind of money.
Yes.
Yes.
It's yung
At lalabas.
street smart.
Yes. Ang pagiging street smart now. And ngayon naman, pag-uusapan naman natin ang kanyang joys and hopes.
Yes.
Ngayon nasa a heart of gold na tayo.
Yes.
But before kaya nga kanina sinabi namin, we have a special episode tonight.
Pasabog.
Yes, pasabog, no? Huwag mo nang patagalin.
Yes, no? Our special pasabog for tonight is you've been listening to the stories ng ating Heart of Gold. And mostly the joys and hopes comes from the story ng ating mga guest. But for tonight, we have a physical joy and hope ng ating guest. Kasama natin for tonight, one of the purest, truest friend of Jaime. We would like to welcome, nakapag-makeup na to siya, nakapag-ano na to siya. We would love to welcome Christian Dagol for our episode with Jaime tonight. Christian, nasa na si Christian? Yes! Upo na siya. Hi, Christian!
Hi! Good evening po.
Hindi naman kayo nag-usap na tandem ang damit niya ngayon.
Hindi, actually po hindi. Pinag-usapan, instinct talaga
Instinct
namin.
na lang talaga namin.
Yan ang
Connection.
pagkakaibigan.
Yeah,
Connection, di ba? Christian, we're very happy to have you here with us. Sabi ko nga kanina, di ba? Christian is si Chris. Chris, di ba?
Yes.
Sabi nga namin, si Chris is one of the truest friend ni Jaime. Literal na joy. Bakit nagtingin ka? Parang one of yung literal na joys and hopes ni Jaime. And we have him here with us. And for the information of everyone and to our listeners out there, Chris is a Catholic. What you are seeing here right now is best friends. Best friends ba?
Best friends.
Best friends naman kayo siguro. No? Best friends with different faith denominations. And we're looking at here na kahit ang magkaibang relihiyon, pwede maging best friend. And we will now see their heart of gold. Yung joys and hopes nila bilang magkakaibigan. At paano nga ba naging joy and hope si Chris sa story ni Jaime. No, kasi being with that story ng financial struggle kanina, we're going to see kung paano nga ba naging kaakibat ni Jaime si Chris. Diba? Remember, ito na yung literal na support system.
Yes. Diba? Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin throughout our episodes ng ating New Talk Season 1. And it's also a part of our inter-season.
Yes.
So ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang support system.
Exactly.
So,
and literal, literal support
nandito.
system.
So, Chris, bilang isa sa mga pinakamalapit na kaibigan ni Jaime, where did it started? Sige, we want to know, where did it started ba? Yung friendship ninyo together.
Ano ako nang ano?
Ikaw yung tinanong.
Okay, it started po nung 2018. Sa NDC po kasi, iba yung sections namin ng first grade 7 and then napaghalo po kami sa iisang section ng grade 8. So from that, dun po kami nag-start mag-form ng connection kasi po may nagkakabuo na po ng groups and friendships. Kami po yung pang nag-connect.
Wow!
No, opo. Kasi I noticed na pareha kami ng interest, which is arts, though mas talented talaga si Jaime.
Grabe.
Wow.
As in.
Champion!
As in, di ba?
Nagkalaban ba kayo?
Ayun lang.
Wala pa. So, wala pa so far. Pero, yun po talaga yung naging simula ng aming friendship. Grade 8 po. Yes.
Naging friends sila at the age of 2018.
28.
And you were grade
8.
ko college na ako noong time na yun. Parang ang tanda ko na ata.
So, ibig sabihin, you've been a friend for a long time.
Yes po.
Ano ba yung, did you know, nag-share ba sa'yo si Jaime ng kanyang mga struggles, especially during that time?
Yes po, actually. It started nung around that year. Tapos as we grew closer po, doon na siya nag-share ng mga naging family experiences niya, like what he shared earlier po. And I do sympathize with what he has experienced. Though di naman ako ganun ganda yung experiences din. Pero I understand and put myself in that place
Okay.
and relate with him.
So, Jaime, what made you feel comfortable sharing with Chris yung financial struggles mo?
Si Chris po kasi yung type of person na very good listener talaga siya.
Wow!
Oo.
Listener!
Kasi the way kasi siya mag-grasp ng information is very detailed. Like yung kahit yung mga small small contents or small ideas na hindi naman masyadong nagmamatter, pero lagi niya nababanggit, so sabi ko, oh, okay, nakikinig talaga siya. So, isa siya sa mga type of person na very open talagang makinig. Every time na may ginasabi ako sa kanya, always talaga siyang nandyan.
Wah, grabe yung friend na to.
Super close talaga ang friendship namin kasi sa sobrang close namin, nanghihingi pa ako ng ulam sa kanya.
Yan. Diyan nyo na malalaman. Kapamilya nyo na isang tao kapag nanghihingi na ng ulam sa inyo. Yan talaga yan eh.
Actually, nung nag-visit nga po ako sa bahay niya, taga-bukas na po ako ng ref
Oo.
nila.
Yeah, true friend yard.
Yeah, true friend.
Yan.
Ako lang po ata nakatulog sa bahay nila, tama.
Oo.
Ako lang ang nakatulog sa bahay nila ng mga close friends niya. Kaya yun po, parang yung closeness namin po talaga kapag mag-share kami with each other. Pero mostly ako talaga ang nag-share.
Yeah.
Siya talaga yung always nag-listen. Kasi parang ang kuha niya is more on counseling. Ganun talaga ang role niya sa akin. So, always talaga akong nag-share sa kanya kasi hindi siya hindi siya always nagasalita. Parang ako yung always niyang pinapakinggan. So, yun, gina-redirect niya ako sa mga na-lost ko na ng mga conversation, kaya yun.
So basically, si Jaime ang nagkikwento sa'yo. Kumbaga, napro-provide niya yung help na kailangan mo just to listen to your problem. How about you, Chris? What do you think was the biggest, para sa'yo not for Jaime, but for you, what do you think was your biggest impact para makatulong sa financial struggle ni Jaime?
Siguro po yung mga moments na kailangan niya ng support. Nandyan po ako kasi one time nag-business rin po si Jaime ng pandemic, di ba? So I was there to convince ko talaga wala pa kasi akong pera. So sabi ko sa nanay ko, bili tayo ng mga products ni Jaime kasi kakailanganin ko rin naman. So at that time, yun po yung mga ginawa ko kapag meron po siyang contest online, mga digital art, pag need ng mga shares, ng mga mentions, nandiyan naman ako para to boost his artwork. So, whenever he has ventures regarding money or businesses, I try to support him by promoting or by buying po talaga ng kanyang mga
Yeah, pero iba talaga ang dating ng mga pagkakaibigan. No? In the hardest moments of your life, it's really your closest friend who will be there for you. Imagine this, what we're seeing right now is, nakita na natin the financial struggle of Jaime. Unfortunately, meron ding nakapasok na struggle with the family Kasi nga naghiwalay yung parents niya So basically, the family was something na, kumbaga, it was something na baka not maka-distract, but yung maka-lessen ng burden Hindi na kasi siya masyadong makaano sa family. But sa loob ng difficulty na yon, he has Chris.
Yes.
Na malalapitan, na alam niyang may makikinig sa kanya, na alam niyang makakatulong sa kanya. And what we're seeing here is a raw friendship nitong dalawang to. Na suportahan talaga.
Yes, ganun talaga yung friendship I think it's really the support systems that you will know your true friend when during the hard times.
Yes.
And we can see naman with the friendship of Chris and Jaime.
Exactly. Kasi diba, support systems will often witness the struggles that people do not openly share. Yung story ni Jaime, I'm sure hindi lahat may alam. And si Chris most probably alam niya ang lahat. Kasi this is your confidant.
Yeah.
Eh. Ito yung napagkakatiwalaan mo eh. And your friends can provide a unique perspective on resilience and growth. Iba talaga yung nabibigay nung perspective ng isang kaibigan. Especially, di ba, sabi nga ni Jaime, a pure listener, nakikinig lang talaga si Chris sa kanya. And Chris was just there listening and supporting him throughout his struggles.
Yes. And yung support system na yun na, alam mo yun, hindi lang hanggang dito lang, but there is an extra effort.
Yes.
Always an extra effort, di ba? Pag-share ng post,
Yes.
hindi naman lahat ng friends mag-share
Kaya
ng
nga,
post,
di
even
ba?
mentions.
Yeah.
It's always the extra effort
Exactly.
that counts. So, Jaime, sa lahat ng ginawa or support na natanggap mo from Chris, ano yung na-appreciate mo talaga sa kanya?
Actually po talaga...
Ay, maybe you can say it sa kanya.
Actually, na-appreciate ko talaga yung pakikinig niya. Kasi sa totoo lang po, mahirap po talagang maghanap ng kaibigan na willing talagang makinig. Alam mo
Exactly.
yung every detail po talaga ng mga stories na ititel mo. Kasi ako po kasi yung every time na nagkukwento po ako, very observant din po ako while telling a story, kung nakikinig ba yung tao na yun. Kasi minsan po talaga na, sabi ko, okay, huwag na ako magkwento. Tapos na. Oo, ganun po. Pero siya po kasi yung type of person na, okay, tell me more about it. Ganyan. So, parang mas na-engage po ako na magkukwento sa kanya, ganun. And isa po sa na-appreciate ko sa kanya kasi hindi po kami magka-same na course before. Like I said, accountancy po ako, psych siya. So, kahit po wala kaming contact sa isa actually for 2 years. Pero nung naglipat na ako ng psych, no, same pa rin yung bond na nabuo namin. Parang walang nag-gap na 2 years. Parang walang 2 years na nangyari na hindi kami nag-contact. Kaya yung closeness namin is the same as before. Kahit nga po sila tita Dagol, no, na always din po nila ako si Jaime nandito na naman.
Ano bang tono niyan? Ano yan? Ay, si Jaime nandito na naman. Or, ay, si Jaime nandito na naman. Ano ba yan?
Kasi, alam niyo po talagang bahay niyo, kamusta ka na hindi ka na nagbibisita dito. Kasi yun nga po, 2 years nilayo po namin. Kaya yun. Kaya kung mag-visit mo po ako ngayon nung graduation nga po, nag-visit mo po ako doon. Sabi ko, ang dami nang nagbago, pero yung bahay nila, parang ganun pa rin po yung setup. Sabi ko, ang daming memories po na nabuo namin ng senior high school. Kaya, yun nga.
And then, Chris, how did you see the growth of Jaime facing yung financial struggle?
Actually po, nung una, di ko siya nakitang mag-struggle talaga po. I see him through his financial wins. Kasi, parang, alam ko po yung naging story and struggles niya, but whenever he presents himself, pinapakita niya yung lakas niya, yung naging effort niya. And whenever I see Jaime, di ko siya nakikita as someone who financially struggled, as someone who is striving to make better for himself. Kasi nga, marami siyang pinagdaanan, marami siyang ginawa to go to where he is now. So, napaka-happy ako na makita yon. So, from someone who is trying out businesses to actually joining competitions and actually winning them. So,
Iba talaga ang kaibigan mo. Basag-basag ka.
yes!
Hindi mo nag-i-struggle ka, pero ang kaibigan mo, ang pinocus yung wins mo.
Hindi pa talaga ako mahilig mag-share ng mga ayoko kasi yung always akong bida sa mga kwento ng iba. Ay, kinukwento ko yung sarili ko sa iba, ganun po. Siya lang po kasi yung always talaga na nagsasabi sa akin na, go girl, kaya mo yan, ganun. So, parang kailangan ko yung support system kasi bihira na lang po talagang always na nandyan sa'yo. So, I appreciate you so much.
The power of friendship talaga. Wala tayong magagawa sa power of friendship. Especially, di ba, imagine 2 years hindi nagkita. Then alam mo yung para silang, yung ganun matetest ang friendship eh. Yung kahit hindi kayo matagal hindi magkita, pero once na magkita kayo, bardagulan na.
Yung walang awkward moment, magkasama kayo.
Yung walang awkward moment, but go for it agad, no? Here we can see that the support does not always come in the form of money or solutions. Hindi kasi nga, 'di ba? When Jaime was struggling, sometimes being present, listening, and believing in someone is already enough, and it can already make a significant difference. Sabi nga ni Chris kanina, 'di ba? And then sabi mo rin, shinare niya ng shinare yung business.
Yeah.
And at the same time, what I love about the story of Chris, about kay Jaime, is basang-basa niya si Jaime. Na, alam mo yung, meron ka na talagang tunay na kaibigan, pag basang-basa na talaga ng kaibigan mo, no, alam ko may pinagdadaan, pero ang lakas-lakas mo pa rin, ha?
Yeah.
Yung, sabi niya, di ba, I did not see him in his struggles financially, but I saw him winning in life.
Ang
Yun yung
ganda
sabi
nun.
ni Chris
Yeah.
kanina, eh.
That's a true friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
yung nakafocus siya sa win ni Jaime, not on the struggle itself. And that became a comfort. That became a source of comfort for Jaime. Kaya mas naging comfortable ka mag-share sa kanya and mag-open up eh. Kasi na-build na yung safe space between them.
Yeah, ang ganda nung yung building of safe space
Yeah.
together. Kasi hindi siya nag-iisa. So, Jaime, how did it feel na, alam mo yun, sa journey, despite nung pinagdaanan mo with the
Yes.
financial journey, how does it feel na may taong nagsusuporta sa'yo?
Yes.
Actually, pinapautang niya ako.
Ganun pala. Revelations.
Yung mga ganong expenses, pero yeah, kasi hilig namin mag-ukay eh. Sabi mo, pahiramin mo daw ako. Nagsasalitan kami actually. Tapos, yun nga po, masyado kong na-appreciate talaga yung mga ginagawa niya kasi hindi niya lang ginagawa yun sa akin, ginashare niya rin sa ibang mga friends niya. Yun ang gusto ko sa kanya kasi ayoko rin na maging mundo niya ako always. Gusto ko makita yung friends niya. Yung friends na sabi ko, ginagawa niya rin sa ibang friends niya. So I'm so happy na ganun din siya sa ibang friends niya. Kaya na-appreciate ko na marami siyang natutulungan ng mga tao, hindi lang ako. Opo. Ganito talaga siya na tao. Super kuan talaga siya na tao na very open, very parang hindi mo siya magiging kaaway.
Yeah.
Si Chris po yung tao na parang wala akong kinakilalang naging kaaway po niya. To be honest po. Kasi siya yung tipo ng tao talaga na very ganito lang, listener lang, neutral siya sa lahat. So kung meron man po siyang halimbawa hindi po kami hindi po kami in good terms nung isa niyang friend. Hindi po talaga siya makibat in kung sinong kampihan niya or what. Siya po talaga ang middleman of everything na makipagkasundo, ganun. Kaya na-appreciate ko po yung ganung side niya kasi siya yung gusto ko po yung ganung type of friend na walang pinapanikan. Kailangan i-criticize ako kung ano yung mga mali ko, i-criticize ko ano yung mga mali ng iba, ganun po. Kaya yun yung na-appreciate ko sa kanya. Kaya doon po ako nag-game better.
I think maganda yung I love what Jaime said. Hindi siya madamot.
Yeah.
Kasi di ba, when you have that confidant, there are many friendships na pag may confidant ka talaga, ayaw mo i-share yung kaibigan na yun. This is my friend.
Akin lang to.
Akin lang to, nilak. Pero for Jaime to tell us na it's okay, andun pa rin siya sa ibang friends niya, that really says something about the friendship that they have. The trust and yung trust and yung comfort with one another. And we can see here, sabi nga ni Jaime, di ba? Mas na-build ako knowing I have that kind of friendship.
Yes, and yung friends na yun, I think, na-build din yung kanilang pagiging matatag together.
Yes.
Kasi friendship is not tested on the good days but also on the hard days, no? Na-build yung kanilang pagiging matatag together as friends. Kasi nandun yung, knowing na meron ako someone at my back.
Yes.
Someone at my back, nasasalo sa akin.
Exactly.
And for Jaime, nandiyan si Chris sa kanya.
Yes, di ba? It really shows that yung resiliency ng isang tao, yung pagkatatag ni Jaime nga, sabi niya kanina, it's really strengthened through relationships. You know, when you know that someone believes in you, it can increase your motivation kasi, your confidence and your ability to persevere. Kaya nga sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ni Jaime, Chris was there to support you. Ukay. Kahit sa mga little moments, diba? Sa ukay, sa business, sa mga contest, sa mga ganito, Jaime, Chris was there to push you. And yung sabi mo, di ba? He gives you feedback. He gives you some learnings talaga na alam niya may pinagdadaanan ka pero sasabihan ka niya ng ganito. And that's what a true friend does. No? A true friend helps you grow despite everything that's been happening in you. And I love the friendship that you have right now. And of course, in our And of course, our dear audiences, di ba? We're talking about faith denominations. We're seeing the dynamics of a friendship between a Catholic and a Muslim. Anak, gabi yung rawness ng friendship nila talaga. Grabe ka, pure.
Yeah.
Na isipin nyo, the support is truly there. Yung mga moments ng paghihirap sa isa't isa. And then Jaime never felt alone. That's the good thing about it. Jaime never felt alone because of Chris. Now, of course, this is a faith denomination. Guess we'll dig deep more into a spiritual sense. We're going to have a spiritual sense of learning from their experiences. And of course, we'll start with Jaime. No. Sige, Jaime. Sa lahat ng dun sa struggle na meron ka, what was your God experience?
Siguro po talaga yung...
Or no, what was Allah, right? Am I right?
Yes.
What was, so universal term is God. So what was your Allah experience in that moments of struggle?
Yung ano po talaga, yung nag-accountancy ako. Kasi malaking culture shock po sa akin yun kasi pandemic pa po noon. So marami po talagang cases of depression, anxiety, ganun. Kaya po, isa ako sa mga naka-experience ng anxiety that time kasi nung financially struggling nga po kami, wala po kaming source of income kasi pandemic nga
pa.
po.
Yeah.
Kaya mahirap po talaga. Ayun, po talaga, parang gumising po ako ng nanginginig ang kamay ko. Hindi ko po alam mo naman yung gagawin mo sa araw na yun. Magtitimpla ka ba ng kape or what? Pero parang kumbaga nawawalan ako ng purpose that time. Sabi ko, anong next step ko?
Yes.
Paano ako mag-move forward, ganun. And masyado pong malakas ang heartbeat ko na parang hindi ko po alam ang nangyayari sa life ko. Kaya yung po parang doon po talaga ako na nag-pray talaga na sabi ko, kung ano man po ang calling sa akin, sabi ko, kung ano man po ang calling sa akin, kayo na po ang bahala mag-decide. Isusuko ko na po yung mga hindi ko kayang kontrolin sa plano ko po. Kaya yun po, nag-ask po ako ng guidance kay Allah, na sabi ko, Ya Allah, na kung pwede, make it easy for me. Yun. At nadinig niya naman yung mga prayers ko kasi nung habang nag-explain ako sa kuya ko, kahit galit siya, naintindihan niya naman kasi alam niya kung gaano ako naghirap that time. Kaya yun po, sabi ko, grabe po talagang pasalamat ko sabi ko, Ya Allah, sukran. Kasi dahil po doon sa decision na ginawa ko ngayon, dahil tinulungan niyo po akong magdesisyon, mas naging magaan po yung buhay ko. Yun po.
You know what's my biggest learning for this episode while listening to Jaime? For us Catholics, kasi diba, we surrender everything to God for Him to work His way in.
Yeah.
And now while listening to Jaime, it's really the same experience for our Muslim brothers. To surrender everything to Allah. And then when you surrender everything, everything becomes more easier. And it feels so heartwarming. For me, personally, it feels so heartwarming to know that we share that kind of experience. When we surrender everything to our God, everything becomes easier. Everything becomes lighter. Ang lamig kanina sa kwarto na to, pero ang init ngayon. Pwede mag-angat mo. I felt that presence when you surrender something. And it's really, for me, I'm having these chills ngayon. Knowing that, that's the same experience. That my brothers from the Muslim community have the same experience. That when everything is surrendered to our God, when everything is surrendered to Allah, everything becomes so easy. Everything becomes so light. And grabe kasi, and now look at where you are right now. Sabi mo ka, imagine the talented person.
Yeah.
Sa lahat ng struggle, Allah provided. Because you're still here. You're still enjoying life. You're still seeing the beauty of life. Grabe ka. Kaganda. Nung sinabi ni Jaime what beautiful it was. And of course, this is the God experience we're talking about. How do we find God in the challenges that we have? And thank you, Jaime, for sharing that.
Actually po, din Kuya Chewy, isa rin po sa na-realize ko while saying it po is, meron po talagang mga bagay na hindi kayang solusyonan ng kaibigan lang.
Mhm.
And sometimes, God po talaga will provide.
Yeah.
Kaya po nung minsan sinasabihan niya po ako magpray ka lang
See?
na magpray. Kaya po yun sabi ko, okay, I will pray. Tapos yun nga po, habang ginagawa ko po yun, nakakaramdam po ako ng sense of relief. Kaya I'm so happy po na meron akong friend na nagpa-remind sa akin na meron kang God. Yun po.
An instrument was used through Chris. Ano masasabi mo?
I think, I don't know, it's always the God experience, I
Yeah.
think. The highlight will always be the God experience. Despite differences in religion. Hindi yun nag-matter.
Yeah.
Yung religion na yun. Parang, Chris is a reminder to Jaime.
Yeah.
You have to pray. No? Hindi naman lahat ng, it doesn't give the solution.
Mhm.
But God will always be with you. Allah will always be
Yes.
with you despite the struggles.
And of course, thank you for that, Hyman. Chris, how about you? What was your God experience with the friendship that you have with Jaime?
Ayun po, siguro, since magkaiba nga po kami ng section before,
Mhm.
and grade 8 was a very new environment din for me. It was very challenging because we were from different sections
Mhm.
and we were put there for one purpose, and that is to represent the best of the batch. So, parang ganun. So, it was very challenging for me to find someone who I can relate with, na someone na hindi ko ka-competition, but someone who I can be with a friendly race, kumbaga. And I prayed to God na, Lord, please lang, bigyan mo ako ng friend this school year, bigyan mo ako ng somebody na I can be with. Kasi magkakasama kami for the next 3 years.
Mhm.
So I need someone na, Lord, please, bigyan mo ako ng someone na magiging friend ko for a very long time. And that was the same thing that I asked when I approached high school. So, Lord, please, bigyan mo ako ng friends. And now, I'm very happy na natupad kasi nandiyan si Jaime. And of course, a few friends along the way. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy and thank God for providing me not just a person but a multitude of experiences.
Yes.
Yun po.
This is a story of how God, of how Allah really listens to our prayers. Imagine na naging concrete yung pagdinig nila, naging concrete yung prayer nila. Give me a friend. And then for Jaime, I surrender everything to you. And when that was being surrendered, Chris was there to support him. When Chris was asking for a friend, Jaime was there to be that part of group na naging confident at naging friend talaga ni Chris. You see the beauty of how our God works. This is what we're talking about when we say this is the theopersonal dimension of our stories here. We want to focus deeply on a God experience, on how do we find God amidst the struggle na meron tayo. Kasi diba, you have seen from our previous episodes, from our previous seasons, they're opening up God eh. Now, we're going to dig deep on that God experience talaga eh. And I'm very happy to hear that these our two very beautiful guests have found God in their experiences despite the struggle. Kahit yung simple as na prayer na yon. Kasi di ba, imagine you're going to school, naghanap ka ng friend, and then pag hindi mo nakita yung friend na yun, mahirap di maghanap sa school nun.
And Jaime is an answered prayer
Yes.
to the prayer of Chris. And hindi yun, I think it's not easy na, maghanap ng friend na gano'n.
Yeah.
And it's a gift.
Yes. Diba? This only shows that kahit magkaiba ang relihiyon, it doesn't matter. What works is the faith that the two have. Iba. And then I like the support that you do with one another. Yung sabi mo, diba? Sinasabi mo kay Jaime, mag-pray ka. You pray to your God. And then He will listen to you. And then that really worked eh. That was a very sound advice. It was a very sound advice to tell someone, you pray and then you surrender everything, and that really happened. And everything became lighter at the end. Kasi, diba, faith can become a source of hope, a source of strength during uncertain seasons. Many people discover God's provision not only through resources, but also through people. through opportunities and unexpected blessings, God, Allah, these are their works talaga, especially the unexpected blessings. I'm sure you are an unexpected blessing to Jaime and you are an unexpected blessing kay Chris. Hindi nyo naman pinagdasalasan na si Jaime po ang maging kaibigan.
Hindi po.
Hindi eh. Ang naging kaibigan niya is one talaga, the perfect friend for him. And of course, when you surrendered everything, a perfect instrument came for you. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the dynamics of faith working in our struggles, working in our differences, na kahit ano ang pinagkaiba ng mga relihiyon, the faith is there to connect people. Ito yung interdialogue. The faith really connects people. And that's the perfect way of saying how faith really works. The faith really connects you. Diba? It will really connect you.
Yes, they connect together despite na kung anong meron. Kung ano yung values or religions nila.
Yes.
It doesn't matter because they were there for each other.
Yes. Diba? They were there for each other. In the moments of amidst the struggle, amidst the differences that they have, andun talaga yung moment ng pagkakaibigan at pagsasama behind sa dalawa. And of course, we're very, very thankful for each and every one of you. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig sa aming episode for tonight. Usually, di ba, we ask our guests to give final messages. But for this season, for these episodes, we're going to lessen that because ang gusto namin na huling magmarka sa inyo is yung God experience ng aming mga guests. You have heard their God experience. Gabi ka raw, gabi ka powerful ng God experience. And of course, Jaime, Chris, thank you very much for being with us. We're very happy. Twinning kayo, twinning kami. Ang dapat pala nagpalit na tayo ng pantalon kasi hindi na namin pinag-usapan to actually. Hindi kami magkapares kami ng pantalon. But we're very, very happy to we're very, very happy to have you with us on our first official episode of our season 2. You have shown us how friendship really works despite the difference in faith denominations. Pinakita nyo sa amin kung gaano kahalaga ang support system at ang pagkakaibigan. And we're very, very happy to have you us with here. Pinaramdam nyo ang init ng kwarto na to na napakalamig kanina because of your God experience. And for sure, for dear audiences, I hope that will give or that will leave a mark sa inyo of the importance of the God experience between all of us. So, once again, Chris, Jaime, thank you very much for being with us. Jesse, once again, thank you for being with me. And of course, credits to our scholars behind the scenes na nagpapagana ng lahat to. To our director, technical director, Narciso Aliaga, to our floor director, Ramar Cabwal, and to our content producer, Lyra Mel Rodriguez, maraming salamat sa inyo. And of course, thank you to the whole NDBC team. It's sad that we have to end right here, but always maraming salamat sa pagsuporta nyo sa amin. So, thank you! It's 8:29 in the evening of Tuesday with Chewy
And Jesse here at You Talks,
where we go for gold. And we'll see you in our next episode. Bye!
Kabataan, you're your heart. Go for gold, 'cause here you go with You Talks Us. Kabataan.